Hello, this is Mark James and Ellie James, as she will be periodically chiming in throughout this video, won't you, Ellie? My daughter. Here to talk about computers and right to repair and freedom of information and blah 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 blah. So I'm going to keep this relatively quick, because obviously I haven't got a lot of time to cover this, but I want to talk about one of my passions, which is the Commodore Amiga series. This particular manual in front of us here is an Amiga 500 for my Amiga 500 Plus platform. Now, I've had many Amigas. I've had 1200, 600, 500, 500 Plus. I've had a 1000 briefly. So I've had pretty much the full range, within the exception of a 3000 and a 4000, mainly because of the cost of the units, although I would love to get my hands on any 4000, even a doer-upper, to just have one. That's my long-term passion, but they're very expensive and quite rare, so perhaps one time in the future, but not today. But anyway, what I want to cover in this manual is the difference to what you would have got. This is a 1992 computer, although the generation of these did go back into the 80s, especially with the 2000s in 88. So they're quite old computers, but the manual covers quite extensively a lot about the computer. So for a new person who's picking up a computer for the first time, maybe this might have been their first machine, it explains what the computer is, what the parts of the computer are, how to maintain the computer, how to maintain the software and the disks, what a graphical user interface is, the machine's capabilities and how that works, and its specifications, multitasking, all sorts of bits. And there's Ellie over there, my daughter. The ranges in which it can work from, so on and so forth. But moving on, what I actually want to cover in this video. Hello, Ellie. Have you brought me a remote? No, that's Daddy's book. You'll destroy it. Let's not do that. Is this not turning on the system? The schematics, Appendix E. So also in the manual they have included the full schematics for the unit right the way through. Now, obviously it's a bit of a skill to read schematics. Not everybody can. It is something I can do. But this would pretty much allow anybody with an advanced electrical knowledge and computer knowledge to build and develop and make things from this platform, which is, in my opinion, what caused this product to be a bit of a cult following. A lot of people worked on these units. Hello, Ellie. You've got my TV remote. You can have this one, but I want that one. Yep, that one's mine, because the TV, you switch the TV over. HDMI 1. You tell me about it. You tell me about it, kid. Look, Charlie and Lola's back on now. So as you can see, I've got my hands full. But, however, I just thought it was useful to note that none of this information is available if you were to buy a computer today. You would probably get some sort of crappy little quick reference sheet. Hello, that would allow the computer to be set up and plugged in, but it would not allow the computer user to learn more about the unit and its specifications and therefore develop from it, because computers have moved beyond this now. They have moved into an item which you would in a method that you would buy an item like you would buy a refrigerator or a microwave. It's expected to be used through a designed series of tasks and not necessarily to go beyond those lengths of tasks other than what you're told you can use it for. Especially when it comes to Apple computers, because Apple do not and will not ever release specifications on how to alter or change those products legally So schematics and other such stuff are very, very, very difficult and often illegal to obtain, which is a shame, because computers as a whole, especially as a computer enthusiast and owner, you should be buying a product and that product should be yours, and you should be able to develop and do with that piece of hardware what you wish. You wouldn't buy a hammer and be solely limited to the things that you can use that hammer on, based on what the manufacturer of that hammer decided that you can and cannot use it on. It's silly, really, you know. So yeah, there you go. Probably a bit of a pointless video, and obviously a fair bit of it pointed at my daughter and the surrounding absolute bomb site of a living room that she's created for us this morning. But, you know, if you found this interesting, you know what to do. Obviously, these are more open discussions and, dare I even say, mind farts most of the time. So, I don't even know why I produce most of it, to be honest. But every now and then, some of it leaks out onto the internet. But if you, obviously, all opinions and whatnot are always welcome. You know, thank you very much for your time, and I'll hope to see you next time.